Live from Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go. This is Valley News Live at noon.
New at noon, one man died in a house fire after running into the burning home trying to save his dog. Hi, everyone, and thank you for joining us. I'm Jordan Schreier. The Clearwater County Sheriff's Department says the fire was reported yesterday evening around 6:30 in Shevlin. When authorities arrived, they found a body inside the burning home. Officials say the victim, 36-year-old Michael Norgard, was on the phone with his sister when he came home and then found his house filled with smoke. He told his sister that he was going inside to try and save his dogs. No foul play is suspected, and Norgard's body is being sent for an autopsy today to find an official cause of death. Taking that live look outside, it's turning out to be a pretty good Friday. Blue skies, sun shining. For what we can expect for the rest of our day, let's check in with meteorologist Lisa Green.
Yeah, I love that the weather is coinciding with the end of the week. We started Monday on such a gloomy, rainy note, and now we're ending the week with lots of sun and warmer temperatures on the way, too. We're already warmer than we got to all day yesterday here in Fargo. We're at 48 degrees right now, 46 in Grand Forks, 49 in Jamestown, and some 40s off to the east as well. The one spot at 50, it's Sisseton at 51 degrees. And here's a look at your radar and satellite map. You can see there are a couple of clouds streaming through in the northern valley, but overall we've got a lot of sunshine out there and a beautiful day in progress. Your wind speeds are strong. That's the one thing that may not feel so great. We've got winds at times gusting into the 20s, and we'll see those pick up as we head into the nighttime hours for tonight. It's a warming wind, though, coming in out of the south or southwest. So temperatures today rising into the 50s. We'll get to 53 degrees. And notice as we head into the nighttime hours, those numbers don't really drop that much, and that's thanks to that south wind. We'll let you know what that means for the start of the day on Saturday and take a look at that forecast for the entire weekend ahead, too, coming up in just a few minutes.
Look forward to it. Thank you, Lisa. Let's now take a look at this week's Valley's Most Wanted. He's 46-year-old Christopher Silbao. Police say he's wanted for a probation violation on a drug charge. Call your local law enforcement if you have any information about him. Some good news surrounding a missing teen from Fergus Falls. Police have confirmed to Valley News Live that 17-year-old Gage Davis is now home safe. He left home for a couple of weeks and came back on his own. The search for UND's next president is down to 6 candidates. Officials say the names of those who accept invitations to participate in an on-campus interview will likely be released next week. Those interviews are scheduled to take place in November. The Justice Department's inquiry into the origins of the Russia investigation is now a criminal investigation. Kristen Welker has more on that and the latest on the impeachment showdown.
This morning, a bombshell from the Justice Department, now investigating itself. According to a person familiar with the matter, the Russia probe into 2016 election interference resulting in the Mueller report has now become a criminal investigation into the very agency that was conducting it, led by U.S. Attorney John Durham, who now has the power to subpoena witnesses, impanel a grand jury, and file charges, all against some of his own officials. Former Director of National Intelligence James Clapper reacting overnight.
I found the timing interesting, given the increasing heat around the impeachment inquiry.
Democrats blasting the inquiry, and Attorney General William Barr, who is overseeing it.
Where is this investigation going? It makes no sense. So bring it, Attorney General Barr.
Congressman Jerry Nadler tweeting overnight, the Justice Department has now become a vehicle for President Trump's political revenge. For more than 2 years, President Trump has repeatedly tried to discredit the Russia investigation.
Total witch hunt.
The entire thing has been a witch hunt.
Phony witch hunt.
Calling for an investigation into the origins of the probe.
And they'll be able to see how this how the hoax or witch hunt started and why it started.
While former special counsel Robert Mueller's investigation found insufficient evidence of a conspiracy, Mueller reported at least 140 contacts between the Trump campaign and Russians and outlined 10 instances of possible obstruction of justice by President Trump. It comes as Republicans escalate their assault on the House impeachment inquiry. One of the president's closest allies, Lindsey Graham, introducing a resolution backed by over 40 Republican senators calling the process process illegitimate, demanding House Democrats hold a floor vote to authorize an impeachment inquiry and provide the president with due process.
I think if we were doing this, you'd be beating the out of us. So what I am saying is there's a right way to do it and a wrong way to do it, and this is a dangerous way to do it.
And you can follow all the latest developments on this story by going to valleynewslive.com. A funeral for Maryland Congressman Elijah Cummings is underway in Baltimore. Cummings' remains were returned today to the church where he worshiped for nearly 40 years. His casket was placed in front of the sanctuary and an American flag was draped over it. The 4,000-seat church is at full capacity. Former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton and Speaker of House Nancy Pelosi paid homage to Cummings, describing him as someone who stood up to corrupt leaders and always praised the promise of America. In our consumer alert this afternoon, Facebook is launching their news section today. It is the social network's news section that will show users a personalized selection of news stories. The rollout starts today, but not all users will see it immediately. The stories included in Facebook News will be chosen by a team of journalists. Facebook News will feature content from The Wall Street Journal, The Washington Post, USA Today, BuzzFeed, and NBC Universal. And remember, you can get all your local breaking news by liking the Valley News Live Facebook page. Just search Valley News Live and join the conversation. In our Healthier Me this afternoon, Minnesota has this year's first confirmed case of the polio-like disease, acute flaccid myelitis, or AFM. It is a rare but serious condition which affects the nervous system, causing sudden paralysis in children. Last year, there were 11 cases of AFM in Minnesota. AFM can also cause muscle weakness, slurred speech, and difficulty moving eyes and swallowing. As of now, there is no effective treatment. We are closing in on that battle for the Dakota marker. The NDSU Bison head down I-29 to Brookings, South Dakota to take on SDSU tomorrow. Now join us tomorrow at 1 in the afternoon for our hour-long pregame, the Farmers Union Insurance Bison football pregame show. And then stick around for kickoff at 2 o'clock on the KVLY and KFYR Bison Football Network.